Here we go, folks. Journey to journaling, day 30. Yeah, look at me. I've been in Costa Rica now. I'm starting to look a bit scruffins. But we're here. Day 30. And what a journey. 3 questions today. Number 1, how does it feel to have set out to do something and accomplished it? Number 2, how have I grown through the process of journey to journaling? And number 3, what am I taking away from this experience? And then a little, what is next for me at the bottom? I shifted these questions slightly, and you can see them in the chat or the caption below so that they fit maybe probably more of what you're going to ask yourself, which could be, what is something I accomplished recently and how does it feel? How did I grow through the process? And what am I taking away from this experience? So for me, this first question, and man, it feels good to be here, day 30, and actually finishing this. Feels amazing. Wow, day 30. It feels so good to have followed all the way through with the journey to journaling. I feel like I have grown so much in the process, but as for the accomplishment itself, it just feels fulfilling, knowing I created something other people can use again and again and again to reflect and connect with themselves and have a guided way to experience more growth. I feel so blessed and so grateful and so empowered to create so much more. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished, Graham. And I think for me, the reason this feels so good is because for me, the statement that's always stuck in my mind of, like, since I started my company was change the world by changing yourself. And I feel like all of you who have been a part of this have chosen to change yourselves and ultimately have changed the world to make it a better place because you're better. And as cliche as that might sound, it actually means a lot. And it means a lot to me. So I just wanted to thank all of you for just choosing growth and for choosing yourself and for choosing to connect and for choosing to follow along with me and learn and grow together. So thank you. Number 2, how have I grown through the process of Journey to Journaling? In the process of writing and recording Journey to Journaling, I've grown tremendously. Firstly, in the energy of vulnerability, which is something I have always, I continue to open up to, and even more so within these entries and the words I've spoken. Additionally, I've created and followed through on a vision for a resource that could help people learn to connect, write, and empower themselves while practicing myself and continuously to practice. So for me, I think like the way that I've grown the most is by practicing vulnerability with this. Like there have been so many entries that I haven't really felt comfortable sharing. So many things I wrote that I wasn't sure if I was actually going to speak on camera, and I did. And that just feels really cool. It also opens up so many doors to understand like how there's just so much to me. Like it just takes time for me to connect, learn, accept, embody, integrate, and then share with the world. Like it just takes time, and that's okay. So I think just a lot of awareness about that process and just being comfortable with it, and all the new growth that I've experienced, being comfortable with that too. As well, and I also wrote, what a lovely way to live my life, where everything I practice can also be helpful and useful for others on their journeys. Other areas that I feel like I've grown: writing, asking questions, being creative, communicating, expressing courage and commitment. And I'm just so thankful to be me. And I feel like there are very few things as powerful as writing. I feel like this is a place for me to develop what I'm thinking about, process what I'm thinking about, expand on what I'm thinking about, connect things within, write out what I desire, what I want. Like it's just a way for me to communicate. And I just feel like there are very few things as powerful as it. And I feel like my writing ability continues to increase rapidly. That feels so cool. Asking questions, I feel like there have been so many new questions I've asked myself in this 30-day experience, and that is so cool. And it just helps me to learn new things about myself and others, which I just really value. Creatively, I feel like I set out to do this and I did it. And I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it, and I just started ripping, and it's been perfect. So that's cool. Communication, I continue to practice speaking to what I feel and where I'm at in the moment, and that feels really cool. Courage, again, there were so many times I wasn't sure if I was going to share everything, so to share it just feels amazing. and commitment. I feel like I continue to follow through on the things and the projects that mean a lot to me, and I'm just thankful to be me. It just feels cool. So go me. I got my OG Zelda shirt. I love this thing. It's probably the first video I was wearing this too. Be out here. And the final question: what am I taking away from this experience? From this experience, I am taking away how truly grateful I am to live, breathe, and create. How cool it is helping others reconnect and learn a skill to process life. Journaling and writing have been some of the greatest treasures of my life and have inspired ideas and changes beyond what I ever thought was possible. I am taking away how prepared I am for another step forward into the light of vulnerability and thus into my power, presence, and peace. Gratitude and love are my guides. Legends find a way. From this experience, I am taking away how truly grateful I am to live, breathe, and create. How cool it is helping others reconnect and learn a skill to process life. Man, that's such a cool sentence. How cool it is helping others reconnect and learn a skill to process life. Journaling and writing have been some of the greatest treasures of my life and have inspired ideas and changes beyond what I ever thought were possible. I am taking away how prepared I am for another step forward into the light of vulnerability and thus into my power. And that'll be some of the things I talk about at the end here as far as what's next. Taking away so much. But the biggest thing I'm taking away is the receipt that I can do this type of stuff off the cuff, and it doesn't need to be as like perfect or fleshed out as I want it to be at the beginning. It can literally just be what's here and what's present, and that's what we all need to practice. And that's what I personally need to practice. So maybe you do, maybe you don't, but feels good to practice it. And what's next? I think what's next is called 30 Days of Feeling, and it's a YouTube series dedicated to helping men and also women, mostly men, learn how to process how they are feeling and actually get in tune with the emotional energy that's present within them and learn to identify it, communicate it, and be graceful with it. And I feel like it's something that a lot of men really need practice with, is identifying feeling and communicating feeling and being comfortable with feelings. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go, only that it's a practice and we can do it together. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to practice with you, and it feels good to do that. I feel like a lot of other cool things are coming too. I recorded a guided visualization the other day that I'm going to be sharing online at some point. I think that's an area that I'm really excited to get into as well. And then just building the men's group, hosting my men's retreats, and continuing the amazing coaching that I've had the opportunity to do for many years now, and just work with great people and help them experience more presence, peace, and power, more internal freedom, more external success, and just live the life they want to live, man. So, journey to journaling, day 30. Cheers. Peeps, be good, be safe. Thank you so much for riding with me, for being a part of this. Even if you tuned in for one video, even if you only did one prompt, even if you just gave me a thumbs up on the video and you didn't do anything, I really appreciate you. I'm really grateful. I'm really thankful. And I just wanted to let you all know that it means a lot to me that you support me. So thank you so much. Appreciate you all. Presence, peace, and power be with you. Yeah, let me get a little flex in there. Come on. We're getting back to the gym. Let's just find a way.